Breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
Sexual harassment allegations have been hitting many different men across various professions from Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. to the entertainment and television industry. One of the most recent accusers was Matt Lauer, who's notorious for his work on morning talk shows. Now new details are emerging concerning his actions, and the more we find out, the less that is surprising. On Thursday he apologized in a public statement for sexual misconduct allegations that have been hurled against him. But now he is pressing his employer NBC to pay him an estimated $30 million in severance pay. This would be for the purposes of filling out the remainder of his contract, despite having been let go for sexual harassment issues. Not mentioning the fact that some of these allegations are turning into criminal accusations. Now NBC executives are reviewing his contract. Regardless, his behavior had to have been in opposition to any type of morality clause of his contract that he signed. These clauses are not at all uncommon in the entertainment and television industry because it gives big-name companies an out if they find themselves with talent that gets their corporation in an embarrassing situation. One of his accusers is now saying that there was a button underneath his desk that would lock his office from the inside. Obviously for the purposes of getting women in his office and then locking them in so they could not leave. NBC is now in the process of removing everything from his office, including the button. The Daily Mail reported. The NBC News family is so sickened by his behavior it is almost like they want to pretend he never existed. Meanwhile, it has emerged that Willie Geist could be Lauer's replacement. Geist currently hosts the Sunday Today program. However, Page 6 says Megyn Kelly could be gunning for the spot. Kelly, who hosts the 9 a.m. hour of Today, has become a role model for young female staffers at NBC weighing sexual harassment claims. Lauer was fired from the Today show on Tuesday night, which was announced on Wednesday morning. Since his ousting, multiple women have come forward with further allegations of sexual misconduct against him. He's reportedly seeking a $30 million payout from the network for terminating his contract before it was scheduled to end at the close of 2018. Geist, 42, spent 5 years as a co-anchor on the Today Show's third hour and filled in for Lauer on occasion before sliding into the Sunday Today seat. Meanwhile, the exiled anchor has reportedly been sending personal apologies to his former colleagues in emails saying, "I am truly sorry." NBC News HR staff are working their way through a trove of his work emails to find more evidence to bolster the claims levied against Lauer. Lauer was reportedly seeking a $30 million payday. That news drew a strong response from executives at NBC on Friday. A source with knowledge of the situation confirmed to DailyMail.com that Lauer would not be receiving any payday or salary beyond his last day of work at the network. Lauer is said to have had a morality clause in his contract. It was also noted that Lauer could choose to sue the network in an attempt to receive additional pay, but they will not agree to hand over any money to the disgraced anchor. Also on Friday, a memo sent to staff by NBC News chairman Andy Lack revealed that an internal investigation is underway into the matter of Lauer's appalling behavior. A team of the most experienced and universal legal and human resources leaders have begun a thorough and timely review of what happened and what we can do to build a culture of greater transparency, openness and respect for each other, read the memo. At the conclusion of the review we will share what we've learned, no matter how painful, and act on it. On top of that, Noah Oppenheim, the NBC News president, promised severe punishment for any employee who knew about Lauer's behavior and sat on it. "I can tell you, on a personal level, that if there is anyone who works here, who still works here, who knew about this and didn't report it, this is going to be dealt with in the most severe way possible. And that is why we are conducting this review," he told staff at NBC's Nightly News. The former NBC host was seen in a Jeep as he drove out from behind the gates of his $33 million estate on Thursday while still wearing his wedding ring. Many of his accusers have said they went to studio executives to complain but that their complaints fell on deaf ears. Of course, executives continue to deny this. Meanwhile, numerous other women from other outlets have continued to come out saying they found themselves in similar situations in their jobs with other men. Share if you agree that the elite of Hollywood are just as much to blame for sexual harassment as everyone else and should be held equally as responsible. Follow us on Facebook at Freedom Daily.